Cameroon's first daughter Brenda Biya in tears as she explained how she escaped a kidnap attempt. A Cameroonian man called Ajika Christian Robert was shot in Ghana today. A Cameroonian man, Alain, was stabbed in Awai Escalier, Yaoundé, by his girlfriend Rose. A Nigerian pastor, Pastor Moses, married the wife of one of his congregants, and the internet is buzzing about it today. Cameroonian socialite Coco Emilia welcomes her first seed, welcomes her first baby in Morocco today. Stay tuned for the news info. Hello guys, it's your girl Onana and this is Onana Nation. So if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you, honey. Please go ahead and subscribe because you would definitely love it here. And to all my amazing subscribers, shout out to you guys. I appreciate you all for all the love and support. So our first topic today is going to be Brenda Biya, Cameroon's first daughter who just escaped a kidnapping attempt. So Brenda's chef, that's her cook allegedly, and her driver came together and plotted a kidnap. They wanted to kidnap her, whether it was to ask for ransom or I don't know, whether it was to do what to, I don't know. So Brenda, thankfully, she escaped this attempt. She was traveling out of state and then she told the driver, take me to the airport, only for the driver to go halfway along the journey. He's taking her to another route and she's like, no monsieur, the airport is this other direction, why are you taking me this way? And there are no lights, why are you taking me to a darker area? The driver just kept going and speeding, and Brenda was like, this is not right, you are supposed to take me to the airport, why are we going this other route? So she was questioning the driver. When she saw that he was adamant, he just kept speeding and going the wrong direction. That's when she realized that, oh my god, I'm in danger. Oh my god, how did this happen? How did this happen? So she was panicking in the car. She started screaming. She started trying all her survival instinct. She started screaming. When you're in a car that is locked up and then the windows are all wind up, you may shout and shout and shout, nobody will ever hear. So she was there screaming and screaming, nobody heard her. She was like, oh my god, what can I do? She started touching the doors. The doors on certain sides of the car were blocked, and this other side, the driver made a mistake and forgot to block the door. So Brenda opened the door, she kicked it open, and then she jumped out of a running car. That's how our first daughter survived a kidnap attempt today. A kidnap attempt plotted, according to her, was plotted by her cook and her driver. And this is the same experience, almost the same experience that happened to her brother Junior. A few weeks ago, Junior fired his own cook and his own driver. Allegedly, he heard them making a conversation planning to kidnap him too. So when he heard them, he called and fired them. Then he told Brenda, like, Bree, you should be careful. Our domestic staffs are going rogue. Our domestic staff, something is not right with them. I overheard my driver and my cook plotting to kidnap me. You should be careful with your own driver and cook. If it's possible, just fire them and get new people and start afresh. So Junior had warned Brenda, but Brenda did not listen. And Brenda allegedly was going to tell her daddy, the president, but they did not let her see daddy. You guys know before she sees her dad, she has to go through somebody. So she was going to complain to daddy, and the person was like, no, Brie, you're exaggerating. This is just a simple thing. Don't be scared. Don't exaggerate. I mean, you cannot see your daddy now. He's busy handling matters of the state. So the person just shut her out, and she was like, okay, I guess since I can't see my dad today, I'm just going to handle this as best I can. That's how she left and went back home. So thank goodness the attack failed. Thank goodness the attempt to kidnap her failed. Although Brenda is a little traumatized, she appears to be a little shaken. If you watched her Instagram live where she was talking and crying, and you really see that she's really panicking, she's traumatized. I was like, oh my god, this is the last thing Brenda needs right now. All her friends are becoming enemy overnight, and the people of Cameroon are dragging her all over social media. She's going through a lot. I mean, what she needs now is stability, friendship, security, not for people to make attempts on her life. So you can see how the little girl is really traumatized. It feels like the world is crashing in around her. She doesn't even have friends she can talk to. When she wants to go to her daddy too, she has to pass through people, and the people too that were making like deputy Jesus. So it sucks to be her right now, but at the end of the day, we are happy that the little girl she escaped the attempt. We don't wish this even on our worst enemies. Even if you hate her, even if you're one of those people who always query about her on the internet, for this particular one like that, you should show some more sympathy. You don't wish this on anybody, for anybody to be kidnapped. It's terrible. Kidnappings go wrong all the time. They can kidnap somebody and kill them. They can kidnap you and demand for ransom. Your family delays for 1 minute, they silence you. So we should just be happy that she escaped it, and we thank God for her life, and we are just happy she escaped the attack. So Brenda appears to be traumatized today. Bree, you should seek professional help. Oh, make sure you go book a session with a psychotherapist or a mental health professional so they can talk to you and counsel you and get you to a good headspace going forward. We wish you all the best, and may you recover from this. May you bounce back stronger. So the next topic is going to be about this Cameroonian guy in Ghana. There's a Cameroonian national who lives in Ghana, and he allegedly is a thief. He works in a gang of 3. He's the boss, and there's 2 other Ghanaian nationals he has recruited under him. So 3 of them, they'll be breaking into stores all the time. They'll be stealing and giving the Ghanaian police a hard time. And then the Ghanaian police officers are like, when are we ever going to catch this guy? I mean, he's becoming notorious around here. All the store owners, the shopkeepers, they are crying. They are losing big money every day. So the Ghanaian police officers were like, the day will catch the guy, the example will show you. So they put the guy's name on their watch list. They were observing the guy. They were waiting for the day he's going to sleep, the day he's going to make a small mistake so they can catch him. So you guys already know 99 days for the thief and 1 day for the owner. You cannot continue stealing every day successfully. One day you make a little mistake and they will catch you. Voila. So this guy, Akika Christian Robert, the Cameroonian guy, and his 2 other Ghanaian friends who have been robbing stores and all that stuff, they had a plan to rob a big shop this time around to score a big number. So as they were making their plans to rob the store, the information leaked out to the press and to the police officers. Sorry, somebody called the police officer and told them, you guys are looking for a Cameroonian guy called Akika Christian Robert. He and his group are planning to attack a big supermarket this weekend. No, that's how they notified the police officers, and police officers rushed to the scene. They rushed to the big supermarket, and they were hiding behind and waiting for this guy and his crew. So the guy and his crew, they have prepared and packed their guns and everything, only for them to break into the supermarket, start touching on the door. Police officers came from nowhere and surrounded them. And Akika Christian Robert, being the alleged criminal boss he is, instead of surrendering, he took out his gun and started firing at the police officers. And the police officers fired back at him, killing him on the spot and wounding 2 of his other co-workers, if I can say that, his associates. And today the associates have been arrested. They have been taken to jail. And Akika Christian Robert, before dying, wounded 2 Ghanaian police officers. So today there's been an official statement from the Ghanaian police department. The commissioner is explaining everything as it happened. The Cameroonian guy Akika Robert has been killed. You guys will not imagine that people are looking for opportunity to travel to other countries so they can work hard, so they can get an education. Ghana is a good place for studies, for maritime studies, for petroleum. People go there to study so many things. You as a Cameroonian, you travel to a fellow African country, instead of contributing to the economy, getting a job and paying taxes, you're thinking of criminal activities, which is evil. It's because of people like this that they blocked the U.S. government will wake up sometimes, for example, and block certain countries from participating in the U.S. Lottery system. For example, the U.S. blocked Nigeria. Some Nigerians cannot participate in the U.S. DV lottery system again. Why? Because of a few evil ones who have destroyed the name of the great Nigerians that are hardworking in this country, that are doctors and nurses. They are doing their best to work and pay taxes. A few evil people from a nationality can spoil the whole of that nationality. Unfortunately, you can change the way they see people from that country. I don't know why. People generalize a lot. That's a topic for some other day. So this Cameroonian guy that has gone and smeared the name of Cameroonians over there in Ghana, I hope it's not going to affect the Ghanaian authorities, that every time a Cameroonian goes to get a visa, they should not think, oh, Akika Christian, he came from Cameroon, he was attacking Ghana, he terrorized the country, we're not going to give you a visa because you're a Cameroonian. I hope they don't think that way. Not all Cameroonians are bad, not all Nigerians are bad. So whether it's the US government that is refusing to give visas to some people, or whether it's the Ghanaian government that may start refusing to give visas to some people, you guys should reconsider. Like they say in Pidgin, may one Coco no spoil all poto. There's still good people out here who are looking for the opportunity to come study over there in Ghana. Now we're going to move over to the next topic. My people, sad news, so sad news. Cameroonian man Alain Wong has been killed by his girlfriend Rose Eyenge in Yaoundé Awai Escalier. So in Yaoundé, we have this pretty lady. If you see her on the street, you say, ah, fine girl, give me a number. You don't know that she's capable of sending you 6 feet under. So Rose Eyenge is dating this guy Alain, and she and Alain, they have a kid together. So Alain is putting money in a community money pool, what we call Njangi, where people pull in money together, they contribute contribute, and then they keep the money month after month or week after week. They gather the money and give to somebody. So it was Alain's turn for him to get his Njangi. He went to the meeting, he got his Njangi money and came back home. So Auntie Rose Yenge was like, Alain, give my own share, give my own share, give my own share, give my own share. Alain said, how are you to wait now? Now wait, the money no even call for money hand. I've not even thought about a strategy how to invest it. And I know you, if I give you this money, you enter the store and shop, the money will finish. Give me space to breathe now. Let me think about what to do with this money. Rose was only there on his head to every day, give my own share, give my own share, give my own share, give my own share. Alain, give me this money. So Alain refused, and he refused to oblige. She was like, Rose, I'm not giving you this money. I know you, if you take this money, you're not going to be accountable if I ask you about the money in a couple of days or weeks. So Rose got mad, went into the kitchen, went and got a knife, stabbed Alain on the leg. Alain was shouting, what are you doing, Rose? What are you doing? Why are you attacking me? Rose, before Alain could even understand what was happening, Rose continued again a second time, stabbed him this time around his neck, on the leg and on the neck, and that was the final straw. Alain breathed his last. He fell to the ground and bled out, and he died. Unfortunately, Rose has killed her boyfriend today without even thinking of her daughter's life, without even considering the little angel they have brought on earth. So as soon as she committed the act, she left the house, she ran without even thinking of her little baby girl she's leaving behind. So Rose remains at large today. She's running and hiding, and the police officers are looking for her over there in Hawaii, Ascali, and the whole of Yaoundé, and why not the entire Cameroonian territory. So her pictures are shared on the internet for a reason. If you see Rose Yenge anywhere, alert the authorities. She needs to be arrested, and then she needs to be made to pay for her crime. So Alain's family, they are devastated. They've lost a son, they've lost a brother. They're crying, and they could not believe that he lost his life at the hand of a girl who gave him a daughter, at the life of a girl whom he was even planning to go marry. So people are just crying and all that stuff. Who would believe these crimes that people are doing? Domestic violence, this time around from a woman towards a man. Some people think domestic violence is only from men towards women. No, some women also orchestrate domestic violence. There's women who attack men too in their homes. So it goes both ways. Both women and men are victims of domestic violence. Look at her own case today. Rose did not only do domestic violence, she graduated her from domestic violence to homicide. She killed the guy, she killed her guy. So you can see that women also do these things. So guys, when you're dating somebody during the early stages, you want to make sure you're looking for the warning signs, you're looking for the red flags, you're not ignoring any red flags. There's girls that you start asking them out from day one. You take them out for a date, you arrive 10 minutes late, she is so angry, she's breaking plates and glasses in a restaurant. So don't ignore all those signs. They're telling you who they are from day one, and you'll be there looking at, hey, yeah, fine girl, she's so cute, auntie fine, and you'll be dating her even though she's showing you red flags. There's girls that you miss their one missed call, you call them, they are throwing tantrums, they are bringing Mount Fako down to their knees just because they are mad. I mean, they are literally erupting. You're seeing fire and flames, you're still jumping and going there, hey, yeah, auntie fine girl. No, do not ignore the warning signs. Look at all the red flags. When you're dating somebody from day one, this goes both ways, both ladies and gentlemen. If you begin to see any violent tendencies, run, because tomorrow they may manifest it and kill you. Look at Rosie's case today. That's how she has terminated Alain's life. A very young guy. Alain looks like he's in his 30s. Just like that, he has lost his life at the hand of a lover, at the hand of a woman who gave him a child. So it's really unfortunate today. Rose has remained a fugitive at law, running around looking for where to hide. Unfortunately, she cannot go to her family house because the police officers will be there waiting for her. She cannot visit any of her friends because the police officers will be there waiting for her as well. So what have you gained now? You've killed somebody, you have blood in your hands, you're a criminal, you're a fugitive at law. Please, so we should not allow the devil to use us. Don't allow the devil to push you. Even when you're angry, control your anger. Pray to God to take over every situation. Today, she's going to be the one to suffer. So moving on to more positive news, we're going to talk about the Cameroonian socialite and influencer, Coco Emilia. Coco Emilia, who recently got married to her bae, Francis Vemba, just a few months ago. The couple have been blessed to welcome their first child today. They've been blessed to welcome their baby, and it's a bouncing baby girl. They had the baby over there in Morocco. So congratulations to Coco Emilia, who just received her baby. And Emilia was sharing pictures of her pregnancy throughout the pregnancy, walking us through her journey. And some Cameroonians found that a little funny. Some people say it was too much. She was doing too much. She was making as if she's the first woman to get married. She was making as if she was the first woman to get pregnant. But belle people must always be now. You will be living your own life, jejely in your own corner. People will be calculating you and calling you names over things you know nothing about. So some people were accusing her of doing too much, like she was the only woman who was pregnant on the internet and all that stuff. And they were saying that her, if the baby didn't come out alive, we'll be thanking God, because so many witches and wizards were already crossing their fingers and pointing at her. But at the end of the day, as Kobos to say, God fought past Satan. No matter all the evil hands that were pointed towards her, she had a baby safely, and she was so happy. She shared Isaiah 60. That was her scripture from the hospital bed when she welcomed her baby. When she held her baby girl in her arms, she was like, "Chai, it was a safe delivery. People want frighten me for internet. God fat past Satan, God big past owner." So she dropped Isaiah 60, and after this, I'll go and read Isaiah 60. I really like to be reminded of what it says. I think I remember a few verses, but not the whole chapter. Yeah. So congratulations to Emilia and her baby. Welcome their baby today. And now we are going to move on to the next topic of the day, the last topic. We're going to talk about this case that's been trending on the internet. We have a Nigerian pastor, Pastor Moses, who allegedly married a wife from one of his congregants. He sees somebody's wife in the congregation and got married to the woman. So you can imagine you being a pastor, you see this beautiful lady coming to church every day with her husband, and then you're biting your finger like, "Chai, how the man of make and so leave the woman, go take over the woman." You as a pastor, instead for you to be preaching to your congregation, every time you see the woman, you're biting your finger and calculating her. Chai. Now, wow, we have all kinds of people climbing on the pulpit to preach the word of God. So whatever happened or did not happen, or pastor ended up seizing this woman, snatching the woman from her husband, and he married her. I don't blame him. I don't blame the pastor, because some of these women in church too, their hands are there. You know that you're married, you'll be abandoning your husband in the house every day. I want to go and help Daddy G.O. I want to go and help our general overseer. I want to go and help Prophet this. I want to go and help the pastor. Every day you'll be spending time with the pastor. Close proximity breeds affection. The closer you go to the pastor, the more he may start appreciating your presence, the more he may start digging you. I mean, this is a strategy that works every day. Let me give you guys more on this strategy. There's a guy you love, you want him to fall for you, and he does not like you, does not pay attention to you. Sometimes just being close to him, helping him, little acts of kindness can make him fall for you. I don't know what this woman thinks she was doing. She was going to pastor's house every day to cook for pastor, take care of pastor, clean for pastor every day, and that's how pastor fell for her. And after that, I don't know what happened, whether pastor brainwashed her into leaving her husband on her, or it was madam who even flirted with him and initiated the thing. Or women are like that sometimes. When women want to be cunning, when women want to be evil, even the devil sits down to take lessons. So I don't know whether auntie is the one who actually went there and flirted with the pastor and told the pastor, "You see my husband like that, I don't want me that man again, I want to be there with you." Who knows? Maybe she's the one who even initiated it, or the pastor initiated more. I don't know. But at the end of the day, her husband was blindsided, and the man is so mad. He came on social media today to explain his plight, to tell you guys what's going on with him. He's feeling bad that the pastor has taken over his wife. Pastor has snatched his wife, and they got married, as in real marriage. Until now, wow, things are happening out here. When I heard the story, I was like, okay, well, I said, let me just share it here so you guys can tell me what you think about it, about some of these people whom we call pastors, who stand on the pulpit and preach the word of God. Some of them have ulterior motives. Some of them are not really representing God and all that stuff. We should be careful with the kind of person we listen to. Pray for the spirit of discernment. Any church you go into, you pray for the spirit of discernment. And if the word they are preaching does not tally with the word of Christ, if it does not tally with what the Bible is saying, wake up, or carry your handbag, carry your children and leave. You must not stay there. There's good churches out there, and there's also bad churches. Open your eyes, so you can see the road clearly. On that note, I guess we've come to the end of today's video. I remain your girl Nana. If it is your first time on this channel, honey, you're definitely welcome. Please don't go without subscribing, honey. Subscribe, like, and comment. Leave me comments below about how you think about the topics we've discussed today, from the Brenda Biya situation, how she was almost kidnapped, to the Cameroonian guy who was shot in Ghana, to the guy who was poisoned by his girlfriend Rose, and to this pastor who took over a congregant's wife, and to Coco Emilia, who welcomed her precious little baby girl in Morocco today. So let us know what you think about all these topics discussed. I'll be reading your comments, I'll be liking, I'll be replying. I've done so much today, I'm so tired. I have to end this video now. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.